And we are back with breaking news. This could be an end of an era in how we know video game, but it has been announced Arcade1Up, the company that brought back Pac-Man, Mortal Kombat, and NBA Jam back into our homes, may be shutting down. No official statement, no warning, just report of layoffs, operations stopping, and complete silence. This is the brand that revived arcades for the new generation, and now it might be gone without even saying goodbye. So tonight we're breaking down what happened, what's real, and what this means for every Arcade1Up owner right now. Let's slow this down and talk facts. As of right now, Arcade1Up has not made an official announcement saying they're shutting down. Here's why people are sounding the alarm. Multiple reports claims employees were told operations are shutting down. Layoffs are coming, no upcoming announcements will be made, and total silence from the company's social media channels. That is not normal, people, especially for a brand this big. And this hits different because Arcade1Up wasn't just another retro game company. They put arcade cabinets in Walmart. They made Pac-Man a living room conversation piece again. NBA Jam had online play in 2020. Crazy. That's wild. For a lot of people, this was their first arcade machine they ever touched ever in life. So if this really is the end, it's not just a company going away, it's the end of a whole era of affordable home arcades. Now that gives us the big question now. What happens next to the machines, to the online servers, and to the collectors who went all in and purchasing these arcades? What's going to happen to all those arcades that, are in people's home? Are they going to stop support just out of nowhere? Infamous, so tell me what you got on this topic.
Yeah, this is crazy because, I'm a supporter of them and I have Arcade1Up machine that I still play every now and then. I just did not see this coming. Not in the slightest. It says reports are circulating since December 11th. That is Thursday. Indicate that Arcade1Up is closing operations with majority of staff last day being Friday, December 12th. Not getting laid off right at the weekend. This news stems from eternal emails being leaked and then posted on Reddit. But hey, guess what? I don't blame them. If you finna let me go and you trying to play it on the table, gonna report it. It's to say this is posted on Reddit, so you have to have your little grain of salt. But hey, one posted on someplace like 4chan. This just further goes into what my co-host Treese has been talking about for the last couple weeks. No more playing around, no more fun and games. Belt is tightening, and these companies are seeing something that us common folk, we're just not seeing. Because Arcade1Up has been a lucrative business. I don't know about any of the young people who listen and watch the show, but the older cats, hey, if you want to go grab a true 100% old school pinball machine or a Pac-Man arcade, that's thousands of dollars. And that's not including repair costs, checking the circuit boards, redoing the mechanism for the coin slots, you just to push it and work. That all costs money. And then here come Arcade1Up was like, hey, we got you. They condensed the size down, gave it at an affordable price, and let everyone be able to get on it, not just the guy who got weekend money to blow. So to hear this news, it's deafening, like really, really bad. And it comes at a time where I'm still actively looking for two Arcade1Up machines that probably about to go up in price now because they are both licensed machines. The Simpsons arcade, that was a staggering $700 hairs MSRP. And the Golden Axe one, as of moments ago of checking for this report, is sold out at Best Buy and local retailers. So this is crazy. This really caught me off guard. I am truly, people, at a loss for words because I didn't see this coming. Not them. Especially at a time where, physical media and is going down, but retro collecting is up. And this is retro collecting. This ain't, this isn't one of that Halo game that they have like at Dave and Buster's or anything like that, and then you can go buy one of this. No. This is truly classic titles. Galaga, the old school Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. over the years, the prices did start to go up in price, and you can understand that. More licensed properties, and I'm pretty sure they paid pretty penny for that. And they got to make their money on the mark in, but $500 as opposed to $3,000. Hey, take my money, as the meme is. This is very shocking. You have anything else to add, Trees? How do you feel? Did these ever entice you? Did you ever consider thinking of ever grabbing one? Just for nostalgic purposes?
Yeah, most definitely. I always would see them in Best Buy or other places. I'm like, dang, when I buy my house, I am going to buy something like this. I want a slew of these in my gaming room. Listen, I still haven't bought a house because the prices are outrageous. But now it's just like, well, fuck, did I miss my golden opportunity to have a full room of nothing but arcade games? I just how do we go down so quickly? Because I just remember in 2018, these could not stay on the shelf, and for it to be at the point where I know they already did layoffs earlier this year, but now they talking about, hey, it's a wrap all around. I just didn't see that coming, or maybe I wasn't paying attention because listen, I thought they were good, but it says 2018 to 2021, massive success. Of course, that's during the COVID, so it was a boom in gaming. Cultural relevance was reestablished for arcade games in your house, and it says at the end of 22, they started having overextension, and 2023 to 24 decline and saturation. So they're saying in 2023 and 24, everybody that this product was going to sell to had already sold to, and therefore they did not resonate with the younger generation enough to keep the sales going. And that's really really unfortunate statement, because I thought these arcade cabinets kind of captivated multiple generations, not just us and even people older than us. Like I know back in the 70s, going to the arcade thing was a very much cultural thing to do. That's like hanging out at the movies. They would go hang out at the arcade shop. Like, so I'm very very surprised, and I guess that kind of has to do with what you said with the pricing, because at first this was like $150 or so, and then once they had to start paying for licenses, I know the price increased to 300, some of them were $500. So maybe the value for some customers wasn't there once the price increased. I'm not sure, but listen, it's hella unfortunate, and the fact that the way they're going out, just telling people to go home and hey, don't come back, and we're so close to the holiday season, and you start the new year trying to find a job, a shitty feeling. I'm sure it is. So shout out to everybody. I hope everybody that was to go home is going to be all right and find employment sooner rather than later, because unemployment in America is at all-time high right now. Like, it's just getting rough out there.
It
Yeah,
is. It is.
I
It's
guess the
funny.
debt.
I mean,
No, I guess the debt. People are. I know I said this last video, but people are really looking at debt, and they really like, hey, if we can't make that payment, we just need to close shop. And I think it's gonna be. I think this is going to continue on, and not just in gaming, but every form of entertainment, movies, anything. I think we're going to continue to see more of this happen, unfortunately.
unfortunately, yes, that is correct. So, from what you're saying, it seems as they got the captivated audience they needed, and as the engines and wheels started turning from that audience just kind of dwindled. People started going back outside, getting back to their normal day-to-day lives. But I can say though, those cabinets did start to rise in prices. The most expensive one being the Simpsons arcade, which released at $700. That was a lot. Even to me, who is quick to buy a piece of nostalgia, like, oh yeah. And it only had one game. It was just The Simpsons. Your average person looking like, hey, I can emulate that on the computer and keep it moving. So I can
Get it
see
on
the
Steam.
oversaturation. You saying the debt, but that is saddening. But I mean, it does make sense. A lot of businesses got hit with a real reality check. The COVID situation started to reverse,
Hmm.
especially gaming. Gaming took a
Yeah.
huge boom due to COVID, and there are still to this day course correcting because of that huge influx of players and money and people who had to stay at home. Now they're like, hey, I ain't gotta be stuck in here no more. I can go back out to the beach, the bar, whatever. But this company hit. It goes to show nostalgia is not foolproof. And it raises a question in my head: where does this lead to a long-term plan with Nintendo? Nintendo's whole business is nostalgia. At some point, will they have to course correct, figure
Oh
out,
yeah,
hey,
yeah,
we
yeah, that's
can't keep
true.
selling the same ass thing, you know?
Yeah, well, listen, I'll just end it like this with a question for the audience. So here's what we want to know from you. If Arcade1Up really does shut down and online play eventually disappears, are these machines still worth are they collectibles? Or do they lose their magic once the servers go dark? Let us know in the comments, and if you own one, tell us which cabinet you got and whether you'll buy another one today, knowing that the business is shutting down.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?